What is up, my beautiful people? I'm walking backwards, and my name is Tekmi Kim, and I'm a second-year medical student. And I'm going to be taking you along a journey with me. There's a car. No! I'm going to be taking you along a journey with me on this week for my second to last exam as a second-year medical student, and it's going to be on neuro and psych once more.
I don't know why I like that.
Smoking regularly, they didn't cough up anything at all. They were totally fine. During this session is unassuming what the patient wants to know. I'm a huge person. So I actually only have 2 exams left. This one being neuropsych, and the last one is also neuropsych as well. And this is before I have to start preparing for my first board exams called Step 1 in the United States. A little nervous, but I have been starting to prepare a little bit. I've been doing my plan, as I said in my last video, where I will be studying from 9 to 3 about the neuropsych content, and then from 3 p.m. to like 9 p.m. I will be studying the step/board exam material. After my board exams, I will be going to start my rotations in the hospital, which is really fun. So heading over to an ethics class right now, and then I will catch you guys later. Flip. Yeah. Wait, I'm so early. Wait, I'm never this early. Hey, Amy, I realize you haven't been in one of my vlogs in a while.
It's been a minute.
Hello. Hello. Alright, so I just made it to my ILC site. I gotta head in to see some patients. That last session that just ended, it was actually about like alcohol abuse, drug abuse in general, but for physicians, like how bad it is in the physician community and ways that people just kind of isolate, don't talk about their problems, of scare of like losing their license or like retaliation, or how people will judge them for it. So it's a very interesting topic, but I really gotta go in because I'm gonna be late. Just got out of my ILC site. And it is so cold. It literally snowed yesterday. Kind of melting. You can kind of see on my car the ice. Oh, and I got some stuff I want to talk to you guys about. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time. So, let me kind of like balance this. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a fake presentation of a patient. And I'm going to give you some time to think about what you guys think is the cause of the problem. I think it'll be a fun exercise. Let's say there was like a 45-year-old man that comes in because he just keeps coughing every morning, and he just keeps coughing up phlegm, this like mucus from his lungs. This patient also has been smoking for a very long time, let's just say all his life, but has recently stopped smoking. And interestingly enough, this patient, when they were smoking regularly, they didn't cough up anything at all. They were totally fine. But it's only after a couple of days that they stopped that they started coughing up this mucus, and it just won't stop. Why do you think that's the case? So this is the time, just pause the video, think about it. All right. So the answer is when you smoke, the cells in your lungs, called ciliated lungs, they have like little fingers. And pretty much what they do is they actually help push mucus up from your lungs and cough it out to get all the bad stuff out. When you smoke, those ciliated cells are actually damaged, so they're unable to move the mucus up. When you stop smoking, as your ciliated cells start to heal, it starts to work again normally, and now it's bringing up all that mucus out of your system. Now, the reason why I'm telling you guys this story is because when I hear something like this, right, I realize that the more you know, the more complex everything gets, and I keep forgetting the simple things. I mentioned this in the last video too. This seems like a very obvious thing to think about, but I'm thinking here like what if it's a heart problem? Like, you know, like they technically do have like a little bit of chest pain. So I'm thinking like, what if it's like a pulmonary edema, you know? Or what if it's something to do with like a heart problem, like a heart problem where they have heart failure and there's like congestive heart failure happening. What if they had like a DVT and caused a pulmonary embolism or something like that? Like there's so many different things that I'm thinking of that, or like the first thing I thought of, honestly, when I heard this was an infection. That's the first thing I thought of. But the patient seemed well, no fever, no nothing. And I realized that becoming a doctor is about really just having this huge encyclopedia of knowledge while also being able to suss out like the important stuff and really come down to a right diagnosis. Because the reality is, let's say this patient did quit smoking recently, but let's say they have a family history of stroke and heart problems. Or let's say they also, on top of that, recently went on a long trip, a flight, let's say, from the United States to, I don't know, freaking Korea. Shout out to my Koreans. Right? Then everything that I just mentioned is a fair game. And so then you have to go one by one and really figure out what the problem is. And that's something I think that differentiates between someone who can just Google their symptoms and figure out what they think it might be, the problem, and a doctor. And it's starting to click for me more and more. And I think that's really cool. My eye's itchy. This is my second to last ILC day. So the next time I do my ILC would be my last time. And then I go into my board exams. And that also means that it has been a year since I've been coming to doing this ILC. And now I'm no longer going to be in classrooms. I'm no longer going to be like reading books all day. I'm going to be at the hospital learning from real patients, from doctors, from just the actual medical field, the thing that I signed up to do. I can also see that my confidence and also the types of conversations I have with my doctor have changed so much since before. They've become way more clinically relevant. They're not as actually, they've become more stupid. Which arm do you put the flu shot in and why? But to me, that's the more important stuff right now for some reason. Now I'm just rambling. So I'm freezing because my car is not on. I should have turned my car on first. But I am now heading home. And then I'm heading to volleyball. And I think this might be our last game of the season, possibly. But yeah. Alright, let's go. My nose is low-key kind of red. Thank God for heated seats. I wish I had a heated steering wheel. Also, my mouth, when it starts getting cold, my mouth freezes and I can't talk. So I have to yow. What am I doing? Wow. I am really just I have no filter on YouTube anymore. I really just am myself on the internet, and that is kind of a crazy thing to be doing in this day and age. But wow, I am way too comfortable with you guys. So I just finished all my lectures for the rest of this exam. The last part of the exam is on anxiety and drug abuse and a bunch of other psychological things. But right now I'm headed to my clinical skills. Today we are actually going to be talking about and practicing how to deliver bad news. Because I think a lot of things that people don't really like to talk about is that being a doctor, being a doctor is more than just, treating the patients and stuff. You also have to realize that as a doctor, you're going to make mistakes. Mistakes that can really impact the lives of people's wellness and well-being in the future. Even for CSK, something I've noticed as second year is progressing is we've really kind of drifted away from going in, seeing the patient, taking their history, and then coming up with a diagnosis. We've done that a lot now. The latter half of second year has really been a transition to, can we really kind of tackle other holistic approaches to patient care, such as vitamin deficiencies, nutrition, anxiety, drug abuse, which coincides with what we're learning as well. So right, so I just got done with dealing bad news. Something that I've learned today during this session is unassuming what the patient wants to know. I'm a huge person of educating your patients. I think it's a doctor's job to not just treat your patients, but also to really educate them on just what's going on. But I realize when you're delivering like really bad news, sometimes like patients aren't ready to hear the full explanation and be educated. Maybe they'll want to be educated later. Maybe they don't want to be educated at all. And I just assumed that they wanted to know all about it, all about their condition, instead of asking, it's like, hey, do you want me to explain further on what this condition is or what my findings are? And so that's something I need to kind of keep into consideration, I believe. And I realized that at the end, I kept kind of like repeating same things over and over and over again. So yeah, I learned that I'm actually not that great, which is fine. You know, I'm still learning. I think I'll get better with it with time and just practice. Haircut. Okay. That was good. It's like something looks different.
It's oatmeal-y. I don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah. Alright. So I just got done with that session. It was on drug intoxication, and withdrawal and symptoms. And the thing is, I just learned it, but I didn't recognize like the things they were talking about. And I was like, oh shoot, did I like forget to study something? So I went back to my notes, the good old first aid, and I realized I did learn it. I just don't remember any of it. So now I really have to go relearn all this stuff again. Why does this keep happening to me? My short-term memory is so bad. Like low-key, I need to stop self-diagnosing myself with like all these diseases as I'm like learning about it, because I'm like, I swear I have ADHD. But I don't know. But yeah, I need to relearn a lot of the pharmacology and these psychiatric disorders, because I think I've been focusing so much more on neuro than psych. Like psych is very like clinically diagnostic. Like it's not like it's like based on like, oh, you have these symptoms for this long. Whereas like I feel like a lot of other disorders like have like a physiological aspect, like a nerve gets pinched, or like there's some problem like tumor in the brain or something. Psychiatric is all like more like, if that does that make sense? Like it's not like a physical tangible thing most of the time. So yeah, I'm gonna have to really lock those in. So I ended up taking a fat nap. Holy cow. I think I needed that. Didn't get any work done, but honestly, I think today I'm just gonna kind of take it easy. I've been pushing myself pretty hard this week. So I'm gonna make me some pasta salad, and head back to school, get some more studying done, and then crash for the night, I guess. It feels weird. I haven't taken a nap for this long in a minute. Like it's one of those naps where you know you have like those like lines on your skin. That's how you know you like slept really hard. Alright, so I'm headed to PT this morning. I did a couple of practice questions today on more drugs and drug-induced problems. And I hate drugs. They just don't stick in my brain. There's too many. They all sound the same. They're all like, they all sound like a foreign language.
Anyway, yesterday I also got some advice on tracks. So we're starting to plan for our rotation tracks next year. Our rotations being like what type of clinical rotation schedule we want. So you could have like surgery in the beginning, then maybe family medicine in the middle, pediatrics and OB-GYN at the end, other way around, when your breaks are going to be. And also, you won't get to see most of your class anymore. So this will also determine what classmates you see for the rest of the year next year. So like I mentioned before, there's no more classroom style classes anymore, so that'll be really interesting. I've been debating on what I should do. So a lot of people, the advice that I've been getting is to do the track that you don't like, to do those in the beginning because they grade a little bit easier, and then do the tracks that you're most interested in towards the middle, and then just finish off with whatever you have left at the end. So my original plan was I was gonna do surgery first, then do family medicine in the middle, and then OB-GYN and pediatrics towards the end. But some advice that I got that actually kind of also makes sense is family medicine is very encompassing. So it actually might not hurt to do OB-GYN and pediatrics in the beginning, get experience, and then go into family medicine. So I can be more quote unquote impressive, I guess. Like I'll know what I'm doing a little bit more. So yeah, that's what I've been debating about now. But let's head to PT and fix this crusty shoulder.
Scan your ticket or pass. Wait until gate opens and please drive safely.
Hi, I'm here to check in.
Last name?
Kim.
Okay. You're all set.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, just got done with my PT session. This one was fun. There was actually a student who was doing mine today, and it was really fun just getting to know each other and talking about the differences in education and just like training and stuff like that. So PT school, at least for him, his program was 3 years, and it was 2 years of academics and 1 year of like real life experience. And so he was like a student, and then he had an advisor, and he was helping me out. It was super chill. Some of the exercises today were a bit more like stretch related, and it felt really good. I started yawning on the PT bed because it felt so comfortable. So yeah, and the next time apparently when I'm coming in, they said they're gonna reevaluate to see if I can get discharged or if I need further evaluation. But time to head back. All right, so I spent all day napping again, which is kind of crazy, I guess, because why is your boy napping so much? I guess I'm just like really exhausted, but I did some laundry, I did some house chores, procrastinated a bit, and now I'm gonna go get some dinner, get some Dave's hot chicken, some of the best fried chicken, in my opinion. Honestly, debatable between Dave's Hot and Chick-fil-A in my humble opinion. That might cause some disagreement there. You know, now that I'm thinking about it though, I think the problem is that I'm technically studying for 2 exams at the same time. Like for example, like from 9 to 3, I'm studying neuropsych, the new material. And then from 3 to 9, I'm studying, like right now I'm on Heme Onc. So I think that's why I'm so tired. It's like I'm studying for 2 exams at the same time, but then in the grand scheme of things, if I put it that way, I'm studying for like 12 to 15 exams at the same time when I'm studying for STEP. So it's like I shouldn't be this burnt out, but I guess I'm burnt out because it's still school. I mean, I gotta give myself some grace. I still got like clinical skills. I still got my long-term clerkship that I have to drive to. I still got my ethic classes, my in-person classes. So I guess it's like different. I need to build up my academic stamina again. I feel like it's weak, and I think a part of it is also I need to go to the gym more often. And I've been using my PT as an excuse, but like it's no longer an excuse. It's just me being lazy. So I gotta lock in physically so I can lock in here. I'll start tomorrow.
every day, I think at least once, about how school is literally going to be over in a month, and then I got like 2-3 months of just like straight grinding for an exam, pretty much like the MCAT. I've been telling people like I'm getting back in my MCAT study mode, because that's kind of what it feels like. The exam's 8 hours, just like the MCAT. To add to the unhealthiness, I present you Cheerwine. Born and bred in North Carolina. It is a cherry Coke, but it just tastes different. Like it's a different type of cherry taste than cherry Coke. Some people say it kind of tastes like cherry root beer. I don't like root beer. This is different. This is my favorite soda. And my friend back at home was gracious enough to mail me 4 boxes. So I'm gonna all right, time to do some questions while I eat.
Dude, that was a sick way to introduce. Look at this. This looks like I'm walking around in real life, bro. What?
All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I think I'm gonna end the night while watching YouTube and doing some practice questions. Got a couple of these wrong, so I think I need to lock in a little bit harder. But yeah, this is a week in my life. Atypical week, I think. I think it's because I'm still in this transition mode, trying to get from just school to school and exam mode. A little burnt out. A lot of things I gotta kind of like refix in my life, kind of readjust into a more hardcore grind mindset, I think. But we'll get there eventually. Next time I see you guys will be when it will be my last exam. It will be the last exam for pre-clinicals in med school. That's insane. That is insane. Might have to do a quick reflection on just like how I feel compared to like before. Maybe I'll do a throwback, see some of my old videos and see how I feel watching those too. But anyway, thank you guys for sticking and watching the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed what you like to watch and you want to continue joining my journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and consider giving me a like. Leave any comments down below for me to react to, as I love reading all of your thoughts and comments down there. Thank you for all the love, guys. It really means a lot to me. And a goal for this week. Let's see. A goal for this week. Learn something new. Learn something that you've always wanted to learn, but you haven't. For example, cooking a new recipe. I'm trying to learn how to make like really good creamy pasta. Something that I've been doing a lot more often is going on TikTok and searching viral and then whatever recipe I'm looking for. So I'll look up viral creamy pasta, viral pasta salad, viral blah 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 blah, baked potatoes. So yeah, learn something new this week. As always, stay healthy, stay safe. Love you guys. Until next time. Peace. Peace.
You say that you've been around but no one knows ya, cause no one's told ya. Baby, just come closer, I'll pick you up this weekend. I don't need no pretense, you fix my broken pieces. You say that you've been around but no one knows ya, cause no one's told ya. Baby, just come closer, I'll pick you up this weekend. I don't need no pretense, you fix my broken pieces. You've been catching my eyes all week.